We
Yeah,
appreciate
it's that.
the
Send us
likes.
some shirts for Strategic, because every week his shirt just getting smaller and smaller. So we gonna need some
And,
shirts, y'all. Y'all send us some
and
shirts.
you're right. And send us some bras for Hop because every week his titties getting bigger and bigger. So just make sure y'all send them bras in. You know Hop need his bras, man. I
He
got him,
on
y'all.
point. He on
43
point.
weeks,
Yeah,
I got him, y'all.
he on point. He on point, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I was waiting. Yo, man, hold on, man. Before we leave, I had this set up, y'all, because I was waiting for this one. I'm not gonna lie. No cap in my rap.
Yo,
This was planned. This was
That was a
premeditated.
good one. That was a good
Yeah, I
one,
was ready
man.
for you, bro. I was ready.
Roll
So
us out of here, man.
roll us out, man.
Mr.
Yo, man, you know
Funny
what time it is,
Man.
man. Yo, hold on. Yo, before we roll out, I need the viewers to. I need y'all to dig into that one a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
nigga said, I'm done with this shit. Roll this out.
Everybody's screaming now.
But yo, why
Cut the cap.
Cut the Cap is sponsored by WAL Apparel.
Yeah, top of the top, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Cut the Cat. You already know, man, we your hosts. I go by the name of Status.
What's good, y'all? You already know it's your boy, the one and only, your favorite Bashworld.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Strategic.
What's good, y'all? It's Google 5. It's strategic. Look tired as hell.
Talk about it,
Yeah,
bro.
and this is episode number 43. Fellas, talk to me, man. What's y'all week like? What y'all got into? Regular.
Regular, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, first, I just want to give everybody some motivation and some uplifting power. Keep going, even if you're tired. Keep working hard. Keep trying. I know that sounds cliche, but yo, go out there and do a good job and do it for yourself. Don't do it for nobody else. Other than that, got some stuff with some NBA going on that I can't speak on yet, but it's gonna be lit. Hopefully that goes well. We'll talk more about that in a couple weeks or so. Some NBA players. I've been working with some artists too. I wanted to shout these artists out. Can I shout these artists out real quick? Man, I've been working with my boy Leak. He got a song with T Grizzly. We did some work together. Turn Up Taz, been working with him. My boy A Fredo. And Bake Roll Brad. So yeah, out from Canada. So yeah, been working with those guys and on their music and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, that's been my week, man.
Okay.
Fire. This week actually I went back up to Reeversbrook Loop Trail. I was out there with Seafood. We was out there training. No homo. I was getting hit with sticks and all the stuff
Hey, yo.
and the snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. Yo, as crazy as it
That's what
sounds,
y'all was doing out there?
yo, man, I was out there looking like Black Leroy. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, that was pretty much it this weekend. You know
you
what
was
I'm
looking like
saying?
what's it, Claude Van Damme from Bloodsport? You know what I mean? He was
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, yo, man, yo, it's crazy, yo, because like when we did some footage, and as I look back at the footage, man, yo, my rhythm is off, man. Rhythm is off. A lot of training, got a lot more training, a lot more work to do, man. But you know, you got to start from the bottom to make it to the top. So,
Yeah, the cold will do that to you.
nah, I think it was just my rhythm, blood. Without the cold, I think I'm just off.
You got to kick the tree. Was you kicking the tree?
Nah,
Remember
but
he
we
said,
Right.
Nah, but we was on some, but he was going. He told me he was like, "Nah, yo, when we get there, we gonna do something called hug the tree." And I know I heard of that like in kung fu shit and all that. I'm like, hug the tree. I'm not hugging no tree, man. But if he would have said hug the tree, I would have had to hug the tree, man. But that was my weekend, man.
My week and weekend consisted of studying. I got a certification in my IT world, Azure database. So
Fire.
that can lead
congrats.
to a six-figure
Yeah,
job if I use that
congrats.
right.
Fire.
Took the kids out, had some parties, typical family stuff. But mainly it was just studying and taking that test and passing it. So that was the biggest thing.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same here, man. Let me see. What? I ain't really getting into nothing this week, man. Yeah. You know, the snowstorm kind of shut shit down and all that. You feel me? So just cool back in the bed, relax and all that. I did hit up the YMCA and all that. You know what I'm saying? We just found out about a YMCA around, you know what I mean, around the way and all that. We signed up and all that, so we was in that joint in the pool and all that. Relax.
You see any of your Nick players? 'Cause I see you got the Nick joint behind you. I'll say maybe they was there. They didn't have nothing else to do. You know what I mean?
Why would they be the YMCA, bro?
Word.
I mean, you know, it's their off season. You know.
Wow.
The off season,
You know, I
it's
just
mid
figured,
season.
no.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
crazy.
The Knicks are still playing? Oh,
Yeah,
nah.
you know what's
They're
crazy
playing
is-
along
is-
right along with your Spurs. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's crazy because you
they
mentioned
right
that.
next to each
I
other.
actually just thought I saw a spur. Just yesterday, I thought I saw a spur out here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap. And he
Okay.
wasn't in the YMCA or nothing. He just looked like he was just walking around. Like he ain't have nothing. He ain't
Okay.
have nothing better. Ain't y'all like playing or something? Don't you?
Oh, we out here balling, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but, you know, I don't know our record, but it's probably
or one
still.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's one
now.
player.
And
The J.Monty Murray, you know
he
what
got
I mean?
kicked out last game, though. I seen him
Yeah, I
play.
think it's one player, bro.
Yeah, the last time I
forget
seen
about
him
my-
play, he got ejected.
yes.
But we're gonna get into this. I want to say, what should we start with, fellas? I mean, we should. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get into this cut the reacts, right? I got this.
Okay.
I got this movie for you. You probably wasn't aware of it because you know you're not on the Netflix like that. But it's called The Adam Project.
Okay.
So I want to get your opinion on what this movie is like. So we're gonna play it, and I'm gonna stop it and let y'all digest what's going on.
Okay.
So this is a movie or this is a series?
This is a movie, and
Okay.
they got your boy in it, Ryan Reynolds.
So this is the first one.
Oh, man.
I got my nigga.
Oh,
Got your
man.
boy
Got
in
my
it.
He don't like it already. He don't like it already.
You did.
Yo, what's up with y'all,
He
man?
don't
Why
like
y'all
it already, bro.
why y'all shutting down my
Yeah,
guy
bro, I
Ryan
thought
for?
I heard the button cock-a-doodle pee-pee in the
That's my
background.
guy. We ain't hear that, bro. I'm saying that's my guy Deadpool right there, man. Chill out, man.
All right, let's get into it.
Heard you.
Can we maybe slow down? There's no one even following us.
Don't look back. Look up.
Yo, stop that, B. Stop that. Yo, that's my baby. All right, go ahead.
Whoa! You gotta explain that. You can't just say that. I seen a bunch of dudes and a kid.
Nah, I was a
Yeah,
girl.
word.
This started very action package. You know
I
what
was
I
a
mean?
girl.
Come on, is this
Okay.
some Star Wars? Is this some
Wait,
Star
wait,
Wars?
wait.
Right.
Listen, this is how it starts. So let's get back into it.
Can we maybe slow down? There's no one even following us.
Don't look back. Look up.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think we're about to have some company. Stop the car.
What?
Stop!
Okay.
Come on.
So far, what y'all
I
think?
Come on, man.
I'm watching this already.
That's my
So
guy
far, what
right
y'all
there. You
think?
seen that? You see what
They
he just did right there?
They definitely gave it a budget.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
This
I'm saying
movie
the
got
budget.
a
I'm
budget.
watching it already.
This
And my
movie
girl
got a
in it.
budget. Wait, or listen. Let's get
Sounds
into it.
immaculate too.
Let's get into it.
Go, reverse! Laura, this is me.
Hi. Parallel contact, babe.
Well, you know, you've always said that you wished you'd met me earlier.
All right.
Yo, I'm dead.
All right. Did y'all just see what happened?
Yeah, that's
he
a
said
look
that's
him.
him.
That's really him. That's him in the.
In the
So-
back seat?
That's him in the past, but
Yeah.
yet the present.
Okay.
I mean, you know what? I already seen that I seen a little actor that this is kind of the same role that he always plays. Just want to throw that
Oh
out there.
my God.
Nah,
Come
not
on.
at
Just
all.
see that.
Not at all.
Okay,
Cause-
I seen him say a little joke like, "Hey, did you consider that?"
Yo,
Once
he's
you
a
eyeball-
funny guy,
Well,
bro.
that's I mean, like, you just expect them to do like a drama role or something? But let's
Nah,
get back
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, typical
We know
Reynolds.
you
He's
don't
a
like
funny.
that.
But she looked like she playing the same role from Columbia. Remember that movie?
I love Columbia.
She was never a
Shout
driver
out,
in Columbia.
shout out
She
to
was
you,
smoking
Killer.
people.
Ah,
Columbia
man,
was
she
a
a
classic,
shooter.
though.
She a killer.
Yeah,
I see what
Columbia
she's
was a
doing,
classic,
guys.
He's a funny, sarcastic guy, man. You know that's how you do. I mean,
Yeah. All right.
but you right, Killer.
Here I
Like
am.
it just feel like Columbia. You know, as far as you.
Yeah, right. I know I'm not bugging.
Hi. Parallel contact, babe.
Well, you know, you've always said that you wished you'd met me earlier. Here I am.
Freak out.
Do you remember this? I mean, if this is happening to me, it already happened to you, right? Unless it works more like a multiverse where each triple creates an alternate timeline.
Multiverse.
Yo, hold on. So everybody's jumping into this whole multiverse now. Is this the thing?
It is just
Metaverse.
the thing
Ever
right
since
now.
Spider-Man, this is the thing.
Yeah. This is
Like,
the
we in
multi-
different verses and
Oh, the multiverse.
The
Okay.
the
multiverse.
metaverse, the multiverse. Ever since metaverse, there's a lot of
ever
verses
since,
out
there's a
now.
lot of verses. Yeah, you know what I mean. They trying to push this whole. I like it though so far. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of verses.
There's a lot of verses.
See, this is something I'm into. You know what I mean? Anything. You know what I mean? I like this.
All right, let's get back.
Multiverse where each triple creates an alternate timeline.
Multiverse. My God, we watched too many movies.
Okay.
So, Bunny 50, is it really bad?
So they do
not great.
exactly the same thing.
Get ready to run.
Okay.
Hey,
What y'all think?
I don't know who he's fighting. I don't know what they are.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let's break it down. What's up?
Man, this is regular Reynolds Ryans, man. I mean, Ryan, what is
Ryan Reynolds, bro. Stop disrespecting my guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, yo, he does a good job at these movies, these type of movies,
Yeah,
man.
he is
I
the
mean,
super. He is the. No, I don't want to say superhero. He is the. Damn, what would he be? Because he's like in the middle of a superhero and a villain.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a joke. Now, there's a joke somewhere in this trailer. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's get back into
But I
it.
like it though. I like it.
Oh yeah.
What is happening?
You know what you have to do. Stop time travel from ever being invented. Boom.
What's your plan?
Well, I'm not going to explain my plan to a 12-year-old nerd with an
You don't
inhaler because I
have
do not
a plan.
have a plan, but I know somebody who does.
Oh, ain't that
Nah, that's not David Banner.
That's
That is
Hulk.
not David Banner.
Nah.
That's the actor that plays Hulk.
But I was about to say, hold on, is the Hulk in this joint? What's going on? I was about to say, oh man, this is fire. Okay.
No, I'm done. Yo.
He's about to say, "Oh, this is in the DC. This is in the Marvel universe."
Nah, this is fire. I ain't gonna lie. This joint, definitely watching it.
What verse are we in right now? Let's go.
I'm the godfather of time travel? The Atom Project.
Marvel.
We don't pull this off, we're not getting back. What do you say,
Hold on,
kid?
go back.
Okay, so like,
Can you go back a little bit? Because I love Spielberg. What was that? Did
It's
Spielberg direct this?
A film that would make Spielberg proud.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that means there's a
sounds-
lot of CGI, action packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sound sounds amazing. Whoever did this sounds really good. Like, see, this is why I'm keeping my Netflix account. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Every time I'm about to get Netflix up out of here, they just do something dope.
I'm keeping your account too.
So that's their father.
Yeah. Well, that's him from the future, and he came back on some stuff.
His
I like
father
it.
came back.
No, the father. Remember, the kid is.
That gotta be.
No, the kid is the older dude came back, and the younger kid is him. But he came back there to stop time travel from. So something happened. So he came back to help.
So, but my question is, if the kid ran to him and said, "Dad," then that got to be his father too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So that's their father. All right.
We don't pull this off, we're not getting back. What do you say, kid?
steady.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a fire. Oh man. Alright, this look like a lot of Doctor Strange and
Yeah, it's going, but that's not a bad thing. But
no, it's not. It's I'm seeing the same
it's Marvel.
powers.
It seems like it's marveled out, which I like it for that purpose
Yeah.
because I love the Marvel, the whole series and how they do their movies. So I'm loving it.
I'm gonna
I
keep
like
it all
it.
the way a buck. This is the first Netflix joint I seen like this that I
Like
actually,
this, yeah, this
that
is a
don't
big
look
budget.
corny as hell, bro. You be like, oh, okay, I know this joint is that.
This
This
is
look
big
like
budget for Netflix.
they got
I'm
the
stopping
right,
it
right.
because
They
it's
got the
music
right
and
people.
stuff. So I'm trying to, get the
Yeah,
copyright.
yeah. Now you're doing a really good job at that, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, you're not doing that. I'm doing that. I'm stopping. Press to the point.
I spent 30 years trying to get
Stop
away
that.
from the me that was.
Stop that. They better see. Look, this is where they start hitting them, running back to what it said. Is no way ahead, bruh. See, this is where they lose me at. See, instant classic like E.T. Back to the Future, bro. Yo, bro, you paid too much on this
that's
movie
that's
before it even dropped.
That's
Hey,
tough.
bro, now, bro, we gonna come back to that. See, it said
That's tough.
Back to the Future. Come on, man.
That's tough.
Come
That's
on,
tough.
man.
I
But that
spent
was somebody
30
else that said
years
that. Not the movie.
trying to get away from the me that was you. And I'll tell you what,
Yeah, the scar.
Oh, I
That
ain't gonna
was
lie
tough.
though. For Netflix, this is hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but yo,
it
to
is.
answer your question, that wasn't them from the movie. That was something like a critic saying that, and they
That's
put
the
it
critics
there.
saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so whether the
They took
Adam,
what critics were saying and
Yeah.
placed it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's kind of rough trying to say that. That's really rough.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough. But hey,
This joint better end well. You on Netflix.
they don't never end well.
you were the best part all along. How'd you get to be so smart?
How'd you get to be so dumb?
Nice try.
There goes that joke.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah, of course, that's just, come on now. That's like
Wow,
we
when
seen-
it come out?
this comes out March 11th.
I like it. I'll be going to see it.
Dang, that
I'll
means we
be
got some
putting it
stuff.
on my-
See, word, shout out to Netflix, man. They got stuff dropping, bro. We ain't even finished Vikings yet. Now we got this. Yo, Netflix is, I ain't gonna lie, through the pandemic, Netflix is on point, bro.
Man, can you stop talking good about Netflix before they start charging us $5 more?
Oh, yeah,
we gotta start saying we don't like Netflix.
That's crazy though, bro. We still waiting. These other joints got us waiting. This is like it's gonna be a good movie though. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, all right. Well, that's
Yeah, it
called
look
The
dope.
Adam Project by Ryan Reynolds. Comes out March 11th. I'll be tuning in. Sounds like y'all will be too. But I ain't hear Wall
I'm
say
gonna check
much.
it out.
I don't know what Wall.
Nah, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it. You know, that's my guy.
His favorite
Okay,
actor.
that's
yeah,
my
he gonna
guy.
watch this.
Listen, I ain't gonna cap. I'm not really too into those type of movies, like
sci-fis?
like
I'm with War. I hate
yeah,
sci-fi.
like I'm not really into that, but I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I did like what was the name of it?
A Free Guy?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxy
I did like
Guy.
that.
Free Guy
joint,
was
you know
fire
what I'm
too, though. And that was like
Free
saying?
sci-fi.
Yeah, Free Guy was dope. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You seen they had a lightsaber? I seen that. I just
Yeah,
never
I seen that.
Variation
I
of
seen
it,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it's and
When
it's
he had the
different. Like,
robot dude on the floor.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little different. Like I noticed, nothing's new under the sun, but it's a little bit different as far as like how they try to go about the whole time traveling thing. So that's what pulled me into it. Plus, I mean, it looks like they directed it like a Marvel movie, and that's another plus for me.
The only thing I don't like about the trailer, they didn't really explain what was going on. Only thing they explained was he was him.
Yeah,
Like, but it didn't explain like why these people are chasing you. Who are these people? Like,
that's where you
they
gotta watch the
didn't
movie.
go into no type of.
That's why I gotta watch the movie,
But
bro.
nah,
But I think they
I
should have
can't say
gave some
this.
type of.
They just gotta sprinkle enough to get you to want to go see it.
Yeah.
But I can't say this. They got multiple trailers, and the trailers show different parts. So
Okay.
there's another trailer that states where he actually explains that he's a time traveler, and you know, he's like, hold on. And the son with the one that's a little him was trying to figure out, like, yo, you do everything like me, because he didn't want to tell him what it was. And he's like, yo, you kick the refrigerator like me, you walk like me, you drink your juice like me, da da da. You me. And then he, you know, Ryan Reynolds was like, you know, he kind of calling, and then they go on a little adventure, whatever. But those other drinks probably, but that was the Adam Project, and that's pretty much it, fellas. So, gentlemen, I know me and Bash World, we was tuned in on the Kanye stem and all the things that it can do. You know, this man, I always vouch for Kanye. He be doing some off the wall stuff. We know that. But this stem that he got, that might be something in the future. If it's not for just music, it might be a part of like a production or something that a producer uses, or somebody that plays music at parties like a DJ, because that product is pretty tough. I think it's definitely tough.
Yeah, it is. Yo, listen, so for those at home that don't know, I ain't gonna lie, I came across it on YouTube, and when I seen the guy doing it, I was just blown away. So pretty much what the stem is, I don't know if that's all you can do on it, but I know the major part that would just satisfy everybody in the studio, from the engineer to the rapper to the producer to the, so basically I could take a link from whatever YouTube I want to, whatever joint. It could be from back in the 70s, back in the 60s. I put the link in, and I don't know how it works. That's what Fizzy was saying. He said the word, but I didn't know how that joint works. It separates the track. It's like it tracks it out for you for bass, acapella, instrumental, and something else.
It tracks it out by frequency of the song. So
which
basically
is
you can get a
which is
basically
crazy,
you can get any instrumental ever. So you know them songs that you never could find an instrumental, you could kind of cut out the voice. Like they do it sometimes in Pro Tools, but we
ain't never got to worry about finding a beat or get your war. And it's not fake. It's not like, you know what? Oh, hold on, I can still hear. No, it's like you got the instrumental. You just click the button.
You slide the button down. You slide it down.
Yeah, you slide the button down, and boom.
That's fire.
That is so. I was blown away by that.
I peeped it. It was cool. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it needs some fine tuning, because when the joint that I saw, even when you would take some things away, you could still kind of hear it in the background. You could still hear the frequencies of it in the background. It's just kind of light. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I mean, but it's something that's brand new, so obviously it ain't gonna be perfect out the gate. You know what I'm
that
saying?
joint crazy though. That saves you so much time and energy. And yo, bro, now you got the DJ in the club. He could just, you know what I'm saying, take that
parts out.
Right, bro. You got the dude that want to do the instrumental over right away. Soon as the record drop, boom.
Yeah, that's fine. That's dope.
Crazy, bro.
It's something that could be, know what I mean, revolutionary. Know what I mean? It could change that joint, could change the game. Know what I mean? So,
yo, it's so crazy because we talk about Kanye, right? So somebody the other day when I was talking to, and I swear to God, he manifest, yo, bro. He said, this is how you become a millionaire. You got to find something
that's different
that haven't been discovered in the world yet. And you gotta, and I said, yo, when I seen that, I said, nobody did that. That's why this man is so big. You know, he getting filthy rich. Why nobody else thought of this, bro?
I mean, there have been versions of that before. Know what I'm saying? They just, listen, it's different when you have Kanye's name attached to it. You know what I mean? That's number one. It's automatically going to get that publicity. Know what I'm saying? And then number two, I don't think, because I have seen, like, you know, things that try to do some of those things. Maybe not as much as you can do on there, but, you know, some of the same concepts. You know what I mean? It just wasn't, like I said, it wasn't fine-tuned. It wasn't mastered. You know what I'm saying? So if they can fine-tune that, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, I know that's difficult. Know what I mean? For you to, you know, upload any type of track or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, because basically it's breaking.
And be able to break it down, right?
Yeah. There's going to be some resonance. What's the word? It's going to residue in it. I can say that. But I wanted to say this. Kanye, how much he sold? He sold like 20,000 early before the album came out or something like that. He had people buying the stem before his album dropped that don't even listen to him. That just wanted the product.
No, he sold 2 million, I think.
Oh, it's that's crazy because they $200
$2
a pop.
Yeah, it was 2 million.
So yeah, so that's crazy because that's
It was
$200 a pop.
1.8 million actually.
That's crazy. But he had people buying it that don't even probably listen to him in a sense, just for the product.
I think people was buying in regards to NFT though. I think people wanted that first, like to have it.
Okay.
And to hold on to it. Because it's like Will said, and like I've said, it's Kanye. Like if Kanye touch it, it's go. Kanye don't touch nothing he don't think can go crazy. So I think it was more on that fact. Then let me not be wrong. Let's give Kanye his flowers. Yeah. He's still like, you know what I'm saying? Anything he touches is classic.
Yeah.
So that could have been his. That could have been his fan. Like what you call that? A hardcore fan that was $200 is nothing. That's I'm following. I'm supporting. So
I mean,
it's dope.
All right, so on the topic of Kanye, we're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let me just say this. From what I saw, like I actually think that's worth more than $200. You know what I'm saying? But
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I think $200 for that. You know what I mean? That's one of the few times where I actually say, you know, that's a good number that Kanye
Man, I'm so glad you said that, Wall, because how many nights you just that one part. I know there's more to it, but just think of the person that sits in the studio all night long and spending hours trying to find, trying to manipulate the beat in the Pro Tools, like you said.
Right.
You skipping all those processes. You knocking out so much. To think of the DJ trying to get his set right. Like, yo, I wish I could mix this record.
I only want the drums from this beat.
I only want the drums from this beat. Yo, bro, that is a man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fire.
I thought about buying that joint.
Well, we still on Kanye. We still on Kanye.
Yeah, I want to say one last thing. The funny thing, because I didn't know, like Will said, it's worth more than $200. It should be worth more than $200. Now, I heard about this. I didn't follow up on it. But the funny thing about this, I never even second guessed or questioned when I heard it was $200 for Kanye. Nothing in my mindset said, whoa, $200. That's crazy. It's just something about Ye that, it just fit. Like, whatever he does is worth $200 and more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even question. Yeah, not them holy t-shirts.
Not them holy t-shirts, man.
Is not happening.
You know he's
what I'm saying.
Didn't he stop that
what
line?
I'm saying is, I actually think that's priced low. Know what I mean, for what you could get out of it. Know what I mean, for what you can do with it, like Hop just said. Know what I mean, for a musician, engineer. Know what I'm saying, producer. Know what I mean, that shit is definitely worth more than $200.
That shit gonna be in Sam Ash with his album preloaded on it.
That's one of the few times where I ain't going against the grain when it comes to him and pricing. Listen, I get that shit before I get a pair of sneakers from that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's a fact.
That's more beneficial.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's tough. All right, so we talked about his positive, right? What about the negative? What y'all think about Kanye and his divorce? Because he got his success. He's doing good in his business, but he don't even want to acknowledge his divorce.
To keep it all the way 100 about his divorce, bro. Whatever Ye going through, he going through, bro. He love that. I don't know if he love that girl or he just love his family. Whatever it is, nobody could relate to it. Like only he knows.
Yeah,
he fighting for something. You know what I'm saying? He fighting for what he got. He don't want to lose it.
That he loved her and the whole thing. He don't want to break up the family. Because I think in his mind, that's a repetitive thing. Like black families being broken up. Like I think that, especially like, we're going to talk about a little bit of how his show, when you see his connection with his mom and all the stuff that they went through, I think he's trying to like not repeat the cycle in that. And I think that's why it's so important with him. Like that's why he got married and had the kids all with the same girl.
I think this is the first time I feel it's not a publicity stunt with him.
Yeah.
I think this is him. Like this ain't he looking for no reaction. He want, man, this girl ain't leaving me. I'm just praying. I'm just praying I'm praying because of his name, because of the spotlight, because everybody's watching him. It don't get into one of them things where he lose his mind. Like don't lose your mind, We already seen you like you binoculars through the window. You're already going there, but don't lose it
Yeah, I
all
was
the
about
way.
to say,
We understand you,
He
bro.
already went there a little bit.
He ain't all the way there in general, like, but he ain't been there for a
Sounds
while.
like he been down that road.
He
Word.
borderlining right now.
Yeah, I mean, but even if you watch his show, like, I mean, we ain't gonna get detailed, like, cause you know, a lot of people haven't seen it yet, but it shows his character from the beginning. Like when I was telling people that Kanye been that way for a while, but it's exaggerated now because he's a billionaire and he's like the face everywhere. He ain't really changed. He's always been that cocky, like I'm better than this, or you can't tell me I can't do nothing. That makes me want to do it even more. Like he's always been that person. Like when they told him he couldn't be a rapper, he went 10 times harder to be a rapper. Like, nah, I only made beats to rap. So how you could tell me not to be a rapper? Like,
yeah, it's the same. It's just on an escalated. It's on an escalated level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like his shit way bigger now than it, obviously, but yeah, he always had that about him. Know what I'm saying? He had that little cocky shit.
Yeah.
About him and all that. That's the reason. But yo, listen, me watching that show. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, there was some things on that, you know, on that doc where, you know,
Cookie or whatever the name.
I gave, you know, like I gave that man his respect. Know what I'm saying? Like certain things that he was saying, and you know, we kind of touched on it last week, his work ethic and all that.
Yeah.
But then I ain't gonna lie, there's some shit in there, know what I mean, that also, know what I mean, it shows like I don't fuck with Ye like that. Know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that, I'm not even talking about his music. Know what I'm saying? I'm saying certain things that he do as a person. Like, know what I'm saying? That shit that he pulled with Talib, Kweli, I ain't fuck with that shit whatsoever.
Oh, the current drink?
Yeah, the shit that when he had went on Drink Champs,
I'm
crazy about Talib. Now I mean, when you see that documentary and you see the way Mos Def and Talib was pushing him, and they was when Rockefeller ain't believing you, nigga. They was the niggas trying to get you out there.
Right,
yeah,
they was trying to get you.
They was trying to get you signed a Raucus. Yeah, they was trying to get you signed a Raucus and all that. Know what I mean? And then you go, know what I mean? Like that shit. I don't. That's the type of shit I don't fuck with when it comes to
that's fucked up. But do you think it's like a personal beef between them? Because he ain't downplay Mos Def. He only
listen, there's a pattern, bro. Now I'm saying there's a pattern like with him. Now I'm saying it's the same thing with Big Sean, and I don't fuck with Big Sean. Yeah, I don't fuck with Sean like that. Know what I mean? And Sean's, know what I mean? And I don't feel like Sean was lying. Know what I'm saying?
Probably
I feel like he was genuine. Know what I mean? He said, yo, listen, my nigga, when everybody jumped ship and everybody did, I was the one that stood loyal and I was rocking with you.
So how you feel about Draco, though?
Draco. Oh, Drake?
Nah, I'm talking about your man, what's your
Soulja
man
Boy.
Soulja Boy, man. How you feel about Soulja Boy,
What, Soulja Boy, what?
What about him? I'm lost. About what?
Nah, but Soulja Boy on the new album.
Yeah, he on the new album.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm saying when he was beefing with Kanye.
Yeah, because he didn't release his verse and then he did it in a new concert.
He was capping. Nah, listen,
and it wasn't that bad.
Nah, listen, Soulja said exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And exactly the reason why he was tight. He said, yo, the nigga hit me up.
Yeah.
Put a verse.
Know what I mean? Yeah, he hit me up. Know what I mean? He said he wanted me on the joint. I did the joint. He said, yo, the shit was fire. Know what I'm saying? When it came out, my shit wasn't on it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it funky. They played
he said, I ain't fuck with the nigga for that. Know what I mean? But obviously, you know, that shit ain't nothing but music shit. Know what I mean?
But
because he's on the new shit, so there goes that.
Well, I don't think he's on the new. I think he released the verse for everybody to hear because I think he already had 2 versions of the song. I think already, right? So like obviously he had to choose like okay, because everybody else verse, the Baby and Jay verse was way better, so he went with those. But but
that's a new song Soulja was on though.
I look like it sounded like the same beat. Like it sounded like the original beat that he cut him off that he supposedly didn't release.
Oh, okay. I might have missed that.
And I mean, fact check that on me, but I thought it was just an unreleased because I don't see Draco doing another verse for him.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, it's not funny when we talk about Soulja Boy because right after that, Migos took him off a joint. And, yo, it's that funny on his channel. Yo, it's that funny because Soulja don't hold back. On Twitch, he was like, yo, nobody called my
Yo,
Big Drip drove over. He was like, Ye started this, bro. Now everybody take me off their verse. Lose my number.
Nah, see, he shouldn't have said nothing. He publicized that. If he wouldn't have said nothing, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It wouldn't have been a big deal. All right. But enough with Draco and Kanye. Let's get into something that we all are fans of. Snowfall.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Snowfall.
I was waiting.
So far, so good. Like it wasn't like a crazy start, but they setting him up nice. Like and so far, I like his writing. You can tell it's different.
I'm about to say, let's get right to it.
Yeah.
Yo, this is what he executive produced.
Yes.
I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I don't feel like he's off a beat.
No.
I feel like it's I feel like let's.
Well, no, there's a couple things I want to mention though.
From my understanding,
I feel like they took it to another level.
I don't feel like they went backwards. I think they went forward. But to my understanding, some of this that he's putting on right now, which Cole was a part of.
John Singleton.
So this is not all just him right now.
Okay,
right. Maybe in the later episodes, it might. I'm hoping we don't see how you say it? Well, like a drop, like whoa, what just happened? Yeah. So I think the beginning episodes is still John Singleton and him. But if he stays on this track, I'm looking for season 6, bro.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Who is it, Shorty, that supposedly having his baby?
That I'm glad we said that because that is what I never seen her. I even went back.
Yeah.
I even went back a few episodes. So in order to watch this one, I had to watch 3 episodes before to really fully understand to get back on track. And even with them episodes, I didn't see no glimpse of Shorty. There was no mention of her.
And how do you get?
She wasn't in the joint. It just looked like this is a new. Now I mean, there's a few new people in there. Know what I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I guess it's just part of the new. Know what I'm saying the level up that he got. You see, he got the company now, like the real estate company. Like joint is official.
Like
I mean, so.
There's so much missing though. I feel like they know the father dead, but they didn't explain it. The mother's gone. He kind of talked to her a little bit. He got full blown company.
The father being dead.
Yeah, he mentioned it because you remember the guy that told Reed.
No, he don't know. He don't know.
He don't know. But Reed,
he didn't mention.
He don't know. But I think the show did a good job letting us know because Reeves went back. So I think that part was covered. Even the real estate at the end when his mother was getting on his plane, he was like, "Yo, mama, I'm gonna do this without you." You know what I'm saying? Like they explained you gotta run the real estate. I could get that. Those was good connections, but that female and him having a baby was like, whoa, where did you come from?
Yeah, that threw me for a loop. And it's tied to the whole story because now it's altering his decisions.
Even a new connect.
I think us. I think they're gonna get into it as the season go on. I think they probably gonna do some sort of,
I hope they go
back,
flashback war.
Flashback and all that. Know what I mean? So, I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving it. Know what I'm saying?
I think, go ahead. My fault.
I was just gonna say 1986, man. I like how they started with the Lynn Bias thing.
That was fire.
It was dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was fire.
I didn't know that was at first. That was fire though.
And then one else thing I wanted to say, what was her name? Wanda looking good, man. Shout out to Wanda, man, for the flip.
She got right.
Yeah, she got right, bro.
She got
beautiful.
Clean. She got clean.
Once again, man, no body shots, not just all natural.
Right.
She look, and my man Jerry Kill is still curly, man. He ain't switching up.
You talk about Unk?
Unk still Jerry curling.
Unk ain't playing like Unk. Nah, man, he
bought a horse.
He fully all the way in. Nah, I mean, like if y'all remember, nah, I mean, last season, nah, I mean, he was trying to get the fuck out. Yeah, he wanted to get out and shit. Now
and look, it's like, switched now. That's crazy. Yeah,
it look like he all the way in. Know what I'm saying, but yo, listen, my man Franklin on some other shit though. You heard? Listen. I know y'all niggas seen that part where Shorty told him, yo, listen, promise me you gonna do whatever it takes.
I can't.
You feel me?
Yeah.
To keep the family safe, to keep us safe, to keep us. Yeah, that nigga went and body boy, man.
Yo, bro.
He
I
went
was
and body his man, man.
Nah, as soon as he seen him smoke the glass, it was over for him. Because he said that once he seen that, he was like, he can't be trusted. Like, he knows how the power of that pipe. Like, that jig is different. That sounded crazy, no homo.
Yeah, but what nah, but look, what it also was too, though, was, and you could peep it because his face changed when this happened, was
he lied.
When he told, right before he killed the other dude, when he said, yo, can you get your CIA friend to fix this?
Because he asked him, he said, yo, how much do he know?
He said, how much do he know? Right.
And that's when he felt like he was backstabbed.
Right, exactly.
And that's the good writing that, I'm sorry, that's the good writing that Power don't have. That I think it's no for. It be the little things.
The little tiny, bro. I'm so with you, bro.
And that's crazy. Like, that little small part led to, like,
you not at the table no more?
Yo, no, now I'm at the table. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build this bridge.
You at the snowfall table now?
Fish, you know what I'm saying? Yo, did you see my new chain? The green light chain?
Where's it?
When they turn off the lights and the green. All right, we're going to talk about it later. That's
where's that, man? You know what I mean?
50-50 got my chain.
He got you too? How to Rob? He got How to Rob 2022 version?
Oh, man, when we talk about snowfall, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking you brought up Power, nigga.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, go Dash.
It's crazy too, man. I'm liking you know what's so I like Leon too. That scene when the dude with the sneakers
when he stole from him.
I was feeling that. Yeah,
that was gangster.
Leon's. That was gangster.
That was gangster.
That was not what was gangster about that part is when the nigga said,
"Let him keep him."
What you want to do with the sneakers? That nigga said,
"Let him keep it." He bought him. He said, "Let him keep it." He bought him.
Yeah, he paid for those.
Yo, I like Leon. I think keeping Leon in the projects was a fire look. Yeah. Like, not even the role, just the look, the atmosphere. Like, he belongs there.
But he also wanted to get out though, so that fit perfect. Like that was a realization. Like, all right, you want to get out, you can stay here.
Shout out to Leon. Shout out to Leon too, because when Wanda tried to crawl back and she, you know what I mean, like, yo, put me on. That nigga like, yo, listen, ain't nothing here for you. Know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm gonna make your decision easier.
Right.
That's fine too.
Yo, but you know who changed this season? And this is crazy.
I knew you about to get to it, guys. No. I've been talking enough. I was about to say his name, guy.
Teddy, man. Teddy on Demon Time. He on a different. He done went to the bad side, bro. I think Teddy goes definitely making some rash decisions.
Yeah, my name ain't Reed no more.
Just call me Teddy. I like that. That.
He dark, man.
Because he exposed, like, why you calling him Reed anymore? Like, he's all his business out there.
I think Teddy about to fuck a lot of shit up, bro.
Franklin was tight, too, when he said, he said Grady agreed on the price drop. That nigga said, yeah, we just going to keep the prices where it's at. Right
now. I think he purposely said that, though. Did he actually drop the price, or he tried to?
No, Grady. Yeah, Grady. The other dude had dropped the price when they was on when they went. Remember before they went on the plane? Right before they went on the plane, he said, "Yo," he said, "All right, we gonna do it." Know what I'm saying? All I want you to do is take me. He said, fly the plane and all that junk.
Remember, Grady was dropping the price so he could skim off the top, and that's what Teddy was telling him. Teddy was like, "Yo, you look at the books, he taking a lot of money."
That's why he said, "How you going business with your?" Yeah, he's you going business with your connect. That's not good.
Yeah, bro.
Look at the storyline on that. Beautiful, man.
That's tough.
Gustavo's still loyal. He's still loyal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He gotta find his bitch, bro. We gotta find her this season, bro.
Yo, he looked
like he off that though.
It looked like he gave up. He asked about it. I think he gave up on her, bro. You can't give up.
Yeah, but you could tell he's still looking for love because he was like, "Yo, y'all in this together. That's like a real Bonnie and Clyde romance. I like it."
Remember, Reed told him, "Oh, my bad, Teddy." Know what I'm saying? Teddy told him. He said, "Yo, I'm surprised you ain't with Lucia knowing." Like he was like, "Yeah, I thought about it," but then he was like, "Nah." He was like, "My family is here." Know what I mean, so.
Damn, Lucia got another show somewhere.
Yeah, that's tough.
It might be on Power.
Nah, I would have seen that in the maintenance. I would have seen her in the office.
Cut the Cap is sponsored by WAL Apparel. Top of the line, high quality fabric, handmade from top to bottom. So make sure you go get yours at MarshallWall.com. That's MarshallWall.com. Wisdom amongst loyalty.
Let's get a little serious now. We enjoyed the show Snowfall, but we gotta talk about what's happening in the world right now with the possible World War III with this Russia and Ukraine, and how Russia tried to invade Ukraine.
They didn't try. They did.
Nah, they wasn't successful. That's why I use the word try. They only got smaller regions on the outside. Now they talking of trying to do a treaty because they wasn't successful. So like, what are y'all thinking about this? Because Ukraine held their own to a bigger country that should have just mollywopped. Like, it's crazy.
I think Russia thought they was gonna be able to come in and just take over.
Yeah.
I had posted something that was actually funny, and they treated it. You would look at the Ukraine and Russia situation like a relationship, a bad relationship, and it really made sense. So like they said, like Ukraine was the female, Russia was the male. You know what I'm saying? Ukraine was holding her down for so long, doing everything she needed until she wanted to get her independence. So they basically talk about like when the Soviet
Union broke apart.
Yeah, when they broke apart, Ukraine was the only one between Russia and the U.S. and the other NATO nations that was just by itself. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get independence, and then you know what I'm saying, Russia got jealous. It was that dude that came back like, I can't see better. You can't go roll with the United States and them other nations.
Yeah.
You a part of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what's happening. So for the past year, you know, Russia was, since Ukraine is on the border of Russia, which is the bad part. You on the border of us. You know what I'm saying? But you saying you're not going to roll with us, but you thinking about rolling with NATO.
Yeah, they definitely applied for NATO multiple times and got denied.
And if NATO, so this is the thing. It's not about them getting denied because they did get accepted, and they called it an advanced program. It's an advanced opportunity program for NATO. So they wasn't members of NATO, but they was a part of a program. And I think this is where Russia within the last year started getting like, well, hold on. Because once NATO start supplying y'all with arms, like right now, what we doing right now y'all on our border, and y'all going to be having these missiles faced right towards us. This is a problem. Like, we can't even get y'all to rock with us, and y'all was part of Russia at one time. So this is like where the real problem is. So within the past year, Russia just been putting troops, putting arms on the border, and not saying what they was going to do. And then you come February 22nd, on that Thursday, it was like, whoa, they coming in, y'all. Like, what's happening? And I think they thought they was going to come in. I mean, they came in, like I said, they came in the morning, they came in on ground. By sunup, they was in the air. So, and they came in at 5 different locations.
Yep.
So it was like, yo, y'all attacked. Y'all really did a sneak attack. And now you look at America always being nosy, but part of NATO, they have to be a part of this. But now they talking about it's violating Article 5. So once Russia, like they saying U.S. troops is on the ground now. We already supplying it with arms. But if one missile or anything drops near our troops, now we full-blown NATO coming at y'all. So now Russia is pulling back, talking about, yo, we need an agreement. Nah, bro, same energy, bro. Same energy. Same energy. And on top of that, Ukraine was already fighting back. They got civilians out there. There was a guy from
Throwing
CNN.
Molotovs.
Bro, there was a civilian. Yo, he was doing this interview, and the reporter was like, so who? Because it was like another guy with like some army fatigue, blah blah.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, so the people that you in the car with, are they military personnel?
Like,
and
nah.
he was like, nah, this is just a regular civilian. I'm like, what? No.
Ain't the U.S. and Europe or something like shut down
supplies and stuff like that. Yeah.
So what they
and sign with the money too. No.
So what they said was United States and the EU, because you know you got NATO, then you got the EU. The EU is basically the European nations that came together, including the United States, Mexico, shit like that. They said that they was going to shut down the banks to like stop their money. Then they said we're going to shut down so the EU shut down the airspace for aircrafts for Russia. But then Russia turned around and said, yo, hold on. Yo, we in business. If the EU, y'all shut us down, then we're going to shut y'all out from what y'all do business with us with. And this is like the big problem. So now I think this is why NATO is fully getting involved. So and you look at Russia, I think they went up like 20 something percent dealing with crypto. Now the crypto went up in Russia, like Bitcoin and all this crazy shit. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I want to say Ukraine held their own. They had a Kiev fighter jet that it took like 6 of the daggone Russian planes out. They couldn't figure out who he was, where he's at. One jet was taking bad people out. You got civilians out there stealing tanks, running over people and shit like that. You got them throwing Molotovs in tanks. Like they really are just doing their own. Like they holding their own to an extent. Now Russia did take some of the smaller cities on the outer skirts, but none of the major cities were affected in Ukraine. So yeah, it sucks, but still, like they held their own to a good extent. So
and you got to remember, this is a personal vendetta for Putin. Putin tried many times to take like the capital of Ukraine. Was it Kyiv? I can't say the name. Kyiv, whatever it is. He tried multiple times. He had like anti-Russian people from the West that was sitting there saying like, yo, we're like, they Ukrainians, but they like, yo, we're more Russian. And then you got the real Ukrainians like, nah, yo, we not Russian. Ukrainian, like, stop, y'all heads is messed up. Get that out your head. And Putin failed by making that like, yo, y'all gonna pick a side. And they picked their side. They trying to roll with the United States and other nations. Their power's over here.
Yeah.
So, but yo, let me ask you something. Because me and a lot of other people, when this first happened, everybody was posting prayers to Ukraine and all this other stuff. But then you start seeing these posts about the Africans, the way they is treated in Ukraine. So when people was trying to escape out of Ukraine and try to get to safety, the Africans was being held back, and they was kicking Africans off the bus. Ukrainians was kicking Africans off the bus and telling them like, yo, nah, y'all can't come with us.
That sounds about right.
So a race card got pulled, and that was like something really big. So now it's like, yo, where do people stand like with Ukrainian people? Like, yo, do we really rock with y'all? Was it just a group of Ukrainian people?
I can explain that from firsthand. So not to overlook it, but a lot of our NATO nations that we deal with, they are like that. They are, I don't know what to call it. They put their race first. You know, they believe like you're not a true of their race if you have certain features. Like I know, like in Russia, like if a woman doesn't have the blonde hair, blue eyes, you could be white, but you got brunette and hazel eyes or something like that. Like you're looked down upon. So they do it to their own, to everybody, not just Africans and etc. Even if you like to Americans in UK. So this is nothing new in the Europe's in general, like where they fuck with us, but to a certain extent. So when shit goes down, they put themselves first and they categorize themselves. So I'm not surprised by that. It's just unfortunate in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's a cultural thing.
Yeah. Because
I just want to say this is how I feel about it. Real short and simple.
What?
Pardon my language, man. Niggas always getting treated like shit, no matter where we at. We could be across the world. We could be all the way over here. The minority always get treated like doo-doo, bro. It's just what it is. Yeah. We're gonna have to, do something about that. That's gonna take more than what's going on right now, but that needs to be fixed, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be years. All right, so let's get a little bit into some more lighthearted. Change the pace a little bit. Bel Air. So a picture came out of Will Smith's character and Carlton, and
he jumped right to it. Oh man,
jumped right to it.
And it was a little spicy, And the crazy part is, I got a song playing later on with one of the characters from Bel Air, which is to make this even more funnier. But on cut the track. But I don't know what to say about that. Like without offending anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like. It was a spicy photo. It came from the left field.
I ain't gonna lie, that was more than spicy. That was crazy. That was different. I don't even know how they took that photo. Like, that's some real athletic individuals, bro. Like, how y'all even stood in that pose for that amount of time, bro?
But you know what? I kind of thought that with Will Smith's character because I watched the making of Bel Air, and when he met Will Smith, he had this suit on that had 7 belts, and it was an all-white suit. I'm not sure why he dressed like this to go meet Will Smith before he start recording, like for the premiere or whatever. But it was a white suit, white dress shirt, and then he had like 7 belts that go all the way across, and all the belt buckles was around, like up and down the chest. And I was thinking, like, that's a little suspect. And then now this picture comes out, and I'm like, yeah, that just confirms it for me. But
I mean, you know, the show is good. You know what I mean?
The show is good. Yeah, the show is good.
Show is good, you know what I mean? So you know,
it looked like this done messed up Fob's. I mean,
all right. Anybody else got something to say about it?
Listen, I always say, I said, yo, bro, you know what I mean? This is what, man, you got to see how, you know what I mean? We got to let it all unfold, man. You know,
but now, hold on. But y'all got to realize Uncle Phil was gay too, so. You know?
No, that's fine. Like being that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Man,
I don't think this changes the perspective of anything.
It don't at all. At all.
One thing
for me, it definitely don't, because I still ain't watching it.
Yeah, he still ain't watching it.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing I'm going to say is...
I'm perfectly fine now. For Five, on the other hand, I can see it. I can see it all in his mannerism. You know what I'm saying? About that shit.
As much as Five, yes. As much as Five, talk about yeah, right.
I fucked some down there, but damn.
The crazy thing I can say about this is even when, so our problem before this was, they forcing it in the shows.
Mm-hmm.
So this time they didn't force it in the show, but yet it's still a topic.
No, they did. It's in the show. It is in the show. Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley's definitely and I don't know why they did her character like that.
Ashley was never like that.
So yeah. I mean, I was looking at it from a man-to-man.
You talk about the two characters, Carlton and Will, taking that picture and being, but then in the show they're not.
No. Hop said it right.
Okay.
Hop said it right because I forgot about it. I'm talking about the pushing that what they've been pushing on every show.
Yeah.
We always had that couple now for every show.
Oh, they're gonna do that.
It's not. But this is what I'm saying.
I feel like if you're gonna make
my fault for the first time. They didn't push that on us. It wasn't like one of the forced issues like where we seen a gay couple and it was like, oh, okay, here we go again. This wasn't pushing us. But now when you said like Ashley, even her role is not pushed on us.
Okay.
It was like a sprinkle of, some type of diversity.
Yeah.
But it wasn't pushed. It wasn't forced. But yet right now we see one picture and it's still the topic. Like no matter what.
But hold on, that picture spicy,
I was very mad about Ashley because she wasn't like that.
Ain't that the young?
If that was it, they could have brought somebody in new to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't mess up Ashley's thing, you know what I'm saying? Or mess up her vibe.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying?
One thing I do, and I can't say this, and I'm a big fan of the show, is I don't like how they not giving Ashley a role yet. Like she, when Will came and Will was interjecting himself into the family, she was a big part of that. In the original, that scene with the drums.
First season, the first season.
And it was in there, he was listening to rap, and she's like, what's this? And he's like, this is rap. And had her
She actually took on the Will first. Ashley was the first one to take on the Will.
So, you know what they tried to do? They did have a scene where when he first got to the house, he met them at the party. When Jeffrey came because Will was talking too much, Jeffrey came to grab him. Then Jeffrey dropped him off. When Ashley came, he's like, hey, Ash, take Will around and show him whatever, or get him some food.
But she dipped out real quick.
But that was like the same thing, like, Ash and Will, that was that little moment. But they, like you said, I don't think they really got into their relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You know what else is bugging me out that they got to cut out, bro?
What?
Every 5 seconds, bro. I might be nitpicking, but cut out is bad. It's bad acting, bro. Every 5 seconds, stop dapping each other, bro. Cut that. I don't like that. They keep dapping each other too much, bro.
I ain't gonna front. Not to switch topics, I was watching them Kanye show and everybody was fucking dapping. That shit was getting on my nerves. I was like, are they trying to like resemble the '90s, but in a current?
That's what they're trying to do, but it's like, bro, it's a little annoying.
People don't do that shit no more.
5 seconds they dapping each other, bro. Yo, Uncle Phil, yo. All right, brother. We get it, man. That's what we did. We dapped. You know what I'm saying? That's all that part right there. Other than that, I did notice one other thing. George Jefferson. Y'all remember when George Jefferson was on Fresh Prince? And I heard him say something about Carl Robinson. Remember he said his name in the show? That was George Jefferson. That was who was going against Phil, who was like Phil's arch enemy.
Yeah.
For a while. So I want to see. I don't know who that character is, but that's kind of fire. I peeped that. I was like, oh, okay. That was because I used to like him too. Carl Robinson, which was played by the late great Sherman Helmsley, whatever his name is, from George Jefferson. Yeah. So.
Y'all got anything else about Bel Air, man?
Yeah, let's get into predictions, bro. Come on.
What y'all think? Me?
Yo, I'm gonna predict.
There ain't no predictions. It's Bel. We know what's gonna happen.
I got a prediction. Wall not watching this.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I got it.
That's accurate right there.
Go win.
That's not a prediction. That is you all see in the future, my friend.
That is a fact. You'll watch it when the season's over, Habash. Watch.
I'm not watching that shit.
And Viv gonna end up fucking around with what you call it, son, the artist dude.
Oh,
I see that happen.
This nigga always fucking somebody bitch.
That's what we gonna say.
He always creeping, bro. He always creeping, bro.
What's that new name? I can't think of his name. He
always
always fucking somebody chick.
I think
coming with the smooth talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he gonna make her find herself because Phil keeps shutting her down. Oh yeah, you used to be an artist, and he not giving her that what she need. And this thing over there talking about your art is everything. I gave you this space, and I kept it here for you. I'm like, oh yeah, it's about to go down. And
she melting.
It's so funny because that's what's gonna be the comedy relief. It's probably when Will and the uncle gotta, deal with an old boy.
Yeah.
I can see that being a little funny.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fact. Or Jeffrey might have to handle him.
That's another thing.
That's my dude, Jeffrey. Tough in that show.
But I hope Jeffrey not killing people, man. You know what I mean?
No, he's setting people up to get killed.
He gets Jeffrey to connect, man. He's not getting his hands dirty. He's too smart.
Yeah, that's tough, man. You know what I mean? I used to like Jeffrey too, man.
He from the streets, man.
I like this Jeffrey. This Jeffrey gangster. He does stuff on the low. Like he a boss in this one. Too. He a worker boss.
If I could see anybody out this show, if I want to see them move on to another show or something,
it'd be different. Yeah, it'd be Jeffrey. Yeah.
No, but it's crazy. Jeffrey is in other stuff though.
He was saying that he was with.
Yeah, he was.
No, I said that. I said that he actually did he acted a role with the original Geoffrey from the original Bel Air. And he called him and all that because he was happy he got the role. And
but that actor is in some other job. I see.
Oh yeah, he's in plenty of stuff. Yeah. The only new actors is Will Smith, Carlton, the one that played the girlfriend. I can't think of her name. Lisa. This is one of her first roles.
I've seen her before. I've seen Lisa before.
I think we've seen her, but I don't think she played in nothing like a big show or something like that. And I think that's about it because Aunt Viv has been in movies. The one that plays Hillary, plays Hillary. She's been in stuff.
Yo, but why was Will and Carlton holding hands like that? That's what. What was that about? What was that for? I'm not even joking. Like, what was that for? Was that for like a magazine?
Oh, yeah, it was a magazine.
Oh, okay.
It was a magazine shoot.
I thought that was their Instagram picture.
It might be.
Yeah, because we never answered that. That's why I was still on my mind.
It's for Teen Vogue. It's for Teen Vogue, yeah. So, I mean, I know they probably set them up to do that, but the fact that they did it.
I was just about to say that, Five. You already know what this is.
Yeah, you know how that go. Even if they not, that was a setup.
We need more ratings for the show. Mm-hmm. That's what that was. The show probably not doing as good as they thought it was going to do, and we need some more of these people to come in now, y'all. Let's start putting these pictures out. Right, let's grab these people. Let's get these. Let's boost this up.
Yeah, true. Because I heard there was some reviews.
I just want to say, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there. I ain't got nothing to do with what these niggas is talking about right now. All right,
look at this. That picture look crazy.
Listen, they all gonna come gunning for y'all.
Look, the second picture.
I ain't got nothing to do with none of this.
Go up, Fizzy. The first picture is not that bad. It's that picture when they hold their hands like that. Like, why are they doing that? Like, what kind of photography?
Oh man,
That's crazy, bro.
All
They
right,
they showing a level of balance.
right. If you say so. All right, so that's all I got about that. Anybody else got anything before we get into cut the
Y'all know what time it is, man. It's that time of the show. Cut the track. Well, if it's hot, you already know we say cut the track, and if it's not, we say cut. Yo, Fizzy, man, what you got for us this week?
Listen. We already got in Carlton about them pictures, but I'm gonna show y'all the musical side of him. You know what I mean? Alo Shalantan, I think is how you pronounce his name. He got a little track that I was like, oh, okay, he's actually better. It's definitely better than the homie from Power, because that track, I don't know what that was. But let's get into it. It's Alo Shalantan, Lie to Me.
I like it when you hold me. I like it when you're calling. I like the way you know me. I like the way you, I know you see these issues, but I don't wanna miss you. And ignorance is blissful. So lie to me, baby. Say the things I wanna know. Deep in our souls, we both know that it's broke. Lie to me, baby. Even if we ain't right, let's just pretend what we've got is enough. So just lie to me, baby.
All right. So that's Carlton from Bel Air. What y'all think? Who will go first?
Yo, I'll go first. That's fire, bro. I like that shit.
Okay.
Yo, I not only I like the lyrics, the voice, the sound, the production, the visual, the colors, the everything about this is a total package. Cut the track for me. I like this. I'm looking forward to more.
Okay. So we got one cut the track. Hit the button for me, Wall. Yes, sir. Who going next? So you, Bash.
Yeah, Centric is I love it. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he was going to jump at the chance to go next.
Nah, I'm always going first. So it's like, you know what I mean? I be trying to give, yeah, of course, man. This is what I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I like the fact that actor / R&B is adding more to your portfolio. Diversifying your portfolio is awesome, and he actually sounds good. The concept of the record is amazing. I like the strong, these are how the music videos used to be, you know what I'm saying? Eccentric black, you know what I mean? BET vibes. Actually, BET soul, you know what I'm saying? Definitely giving me a little bit of BET soul. And I'm just all in on that. I also like this jumpsuit. That's kind of dope too. And I also want to shout out, he has some dark skin sisters in his video.
Yes.
Shout out to him for that, man. You know what I mean? It's a cut the track, man, all the way.
Cut the track.
Okay. That's on you, Status.
And then same head, man. That was fire. That was a dope track, you know what I'm saying? I ain't watching you on Bel Air, you know what I'm saying? But I might listen to some of your music, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
that joint is fire, though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the visual too. I thought the visual was fire. Even though it was mad simple, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like the way they pieced it together, you know what I'm saying? Showed a real artistic vibe to it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's a cut the track, man, for me. Cut the track.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Strategic, of course, TikTok. I was scrolling down, and, mad people doing, like, different scenes from TikTok, and they tagged him in it. So I was like, before I seen the picture, I was like, let me see, what his TikTok is. And on his TikTok, he had a portion of this song. So then
that's fire.
I was like, that got a vibe to it. So then I started listening to him. He got a bunch of songs on Spotify. He's been doing music way before he did Bel Air. And they don't have numbers. So obviously.
I mean, that's my fault to cut you off. My bad. I was just going to say that's like the new thing. That's the new way now. I mean, for a lot of these artists, you know, they using the acting. Yeah, they using the acting to get in the door. Know what I'm saying, to open the door for their music.
Yeah. Cause he, like I said, he got a couple bangers on there. He does all types of music. Like he does this type of music. He kind of did an Afrobeat song, so he's all over the place. He hasn't really found himself, but he understands music. So I was like, this is one of the good songs that I like. I was, let me put this in front of the fellas. Y'all liked it.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yes, sir. All right. So the next song, this one is called J.Monty, Beat the Block Up.
A seasoned scholar, I keep it proper, demon stalker. Eat the chopper, he leaking lava, need a doctor. Keep your chakra, I see the Father stand holy, stand lowly. Can't control me, favor on me, hating on me. Fake and phony, load the bases. I'm going places, I'm closing cases, poker faces, no folding flaking. Jehovah say the young, crazy, rowdy Clayton County resident. I've been places you never went. I got cousins who spin the block and make the chopper stutter like a speaking impediment. Say, homie, the reason you buy bullets probably cause you ain't reading the testament. It would lessen your lessons unless sin is just your element. That's elementary like elemental P. I could go from show to show and toe to pole as long as totem pose if you want it. I'd rather show a soul to the scrolls that Jehovah spoke. When he wrote it, I'm floating, I've been having. I got killer serving, life sentences hitting me. You know the bar is real when they giving my pen attention in the penitentiary. Make your list, but don't forget to mention me. They call me the Big 450. Cause when I spit, I hit my target. The flow up and down like crypto market. The way my body covered in the blood, I'm just praying a crypto market. This gon' spark it, get your guard up, cause I'm darting at any, mini, mighty picker artist. They say how he get metaphors and deliveries with all of the synonyms. It's cause one day he metaphors that delivered he from all of the synonym. Monty approving
You had to let that keep going. It's only right. It's only right.
Okay, who go first? Which I think? I got some words for this too. I gotta explain some things about this song. So who go first on this one?
Yeah, I'll make it quick, man. Yo, cut the track, man. That might have been the best lyrical person I heard cut the track. So far,
okay.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I like how he had the kids there. I like how he ain't do too much in the back. I always love videos. As being a videographer, I always love to see where people don't rely on 100 dudes in their background to make their video. He did it with just him, 2 little kids. What he was saying wasn't crazy. It wasn't out of proportion for the kids to be there. That was something that, you know, that they could be there for those lyrics.
Yeah.
And his metaphors was phenomenal, bro. Like his delivery, his breathing, everything was on point. Yo, cut the track. Yo, I wish, what's his name? J.Monty?
J.Monty.
Definitely. Yo, I hope you got more music like this or something else. Cut the track. I like it.
Okay. Got one, cut the track.
Yes, same here, man. Yo, are those his kids?
Yes.
That'd be nice to know. That was solid.
Those are his
right
kids.
there.
I'm explaining some once I finish.
That is very solid, man. That's a statement right there. That is a huge statement right there. He said, "Loading bases, I'm going places." Fire. And also, yo, I feel like I always say this to artists, like writing. You see, he got to write that out and submit that into YouTube so it could pop up, so the caption. Because I was able to keep up with everything he said, which made it even more fire.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. What's his name? J.Monty?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that too. But let me ask you this: Do you think that's how it was? Like,
no, he did that on purpose. But no, he did that on purpose.
I was gonna say, was the video not edited? Like, I think the video was edited.
Nah, I think the video was edited. Which
is amazing because the director, whoever say, yo, I gotta make sure people can hear this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure people can understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Typography.
Right, which also helps on YouTube if you do that. The video goes.
People actually get paid just to do that too.
Yeah, that's kind of dope, man. That's really dope, man. So this is a cut the track, man, all the way, man. In fact, I'm gonna add this to my show.
I know all about to say what you gotta say, but can I piece in on that?
What's that?
Yeah, I think that part is actually fire because I think that's telling the viewers as an artist, listen to what I'm really saying.
Right.
I think because he drew me in with that part right there. It was like, oh, pay attention. I'm reading this shit. Like, I'm really reading every word to word, and I'm hearing them. So I think that was super dope. Okay, well, my fault.
Nah, you good. I mean, listen, y'all touched on something that I was gonna say, which was about that very thing right there. I thought that was one of my favorite parts. You know, I thought the visuals dope. Know what I mean? Just again, know what I'm saying, with the simplicity, know what I mean, and like y'all said, know what I mean, you know, him having his youngins, you know, I think that speak volumes. Know what I'm saying, and him just getting straight to it and all that. But with the words popping up on the screen, I feel like that make you tune in a little more. Know what I'm saying? Make you, you know, really listen to what he's saying. Know what I mean? And he get busy. Know what I mean? Shout out to J.Monty. He smoked that shit. Know what I'm saying? He bodied that joint. That shit fire.
Okay, cut the cat.
That's a cut the track.
All right, I'm glad none of y'all realize that. This
and
is
he had some quotables. He had some quotables in that. He had a few quotables in
yes,
that.
He did.
I ain't gonna lie.
So J.Monty is very, very, very talented. He is a Christian rapper. If you notice, that whole verse was about him, Jehovah Witness, Christ, and all that. But he made it in a sense that it was like you get the message, is getting it through, but you don't pay attention to the fact that he's a Christian rapper that's not cursing, that's not talking about nothing crazy, because he's putting it in a way where you could just listen to it and he's like, yo, that dude is spitting. And you know, like, that jig.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got off the back. He was a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Once you start talking about religion in your rap, I'm already looking like, okay, woo, okay.
Yeah,
and,
but no, I'm saying, but he's full on Christian rap. Like, he ain't just doing one. You know, some people do a song, but that's his lifestyle. Like, everything's Christian rap with him. And the reason I picked this track is because it didn't give me the vibe of a Christian rap. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it, you know, it showed like his lyrical talent without saying nothing crazy, and whatever message that he was still trying to get through, he got through with the bars. Because he said my pen is getting attention. You can tell my pen is getting attention if it's getting attention in the penitentiary. Like, it was crazy. Like the little they trick is, he said some bars. That's why I give it cut the track.
He said
that. Yeah, he said that covered in blood joint.
Yeah,
something about a crib don't mark it or something.
Nah, but he said the metaphor that delivered me something of the symphony.
Yeah.
Then what he did, it was I met a force that was delivered to me and something sin to me, like a sin. I was like, oh, that was crazy, bro. That was different.
All right, so my last drink I got. It's gonna be hard to top this one because this one's fire. Last one I got is Don Michael Jr. New Energy, coming straight out of Camden, New Jersey.
Look, I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Kenwood 1430. A little place in this little state. Ain't nobody afraid to get dirty with you. Yeah, I can feel a whole new energy. Yeah, Casamigos, no Hennessy. Yeah, I pray for health and prosperity. I only wish being broke with my enemies. Yeah. No, it's a Fendi, we Gucci, I got us. Ain't for the top, cause I came from the bottom. She gave me when she was smiling. I threw some gold on her finger and bought up home, cause she told me to bring it, no problem. I'm up the bat in my city like Gotham. Hard to be Batman when everyone robbing. Ain't too many wearing suits and ties here. Ain't too many trying to follow these rules. The sets and colors, you could die here. Nothing like a cosmetology school. They tried to told her I'm out of my mind. I told her a secret, you should believe it. I never slow down, I'm too used to speed. I never follow, I'm too used to lead. Yeah. We from the trenches, you know that. Picture me broke, that's a throwback. You can't even post that. Yeah, pressure. Bad trying to get her hair messed up. Big bro, we don't owe them extras. Y'all worry about, don't stress.
Okay. So that's Don Michael, New Energy, straight out of Camden, New Jersey. What y'all think? We're going first.
I'm definitely going first on this, man.
Okay.
So one thing, I'm gonna start off with what I don't like about this track right here. I don't like the fact that I wish it was longer.
Yeah.
The second thing I don't like about this track is, near the end, he had this harmony in his style that I'm like, okay, I could see him doing another song with a little harmony and bringing a dope hook involved or a dope bridge. So you can see the boy got some skill, he got some talent. The way he mixed it in, it was like he gave that adobo seasoning to the food. So this show is a cut the track. This was fire. And I like the liquor scheme in the beginning. I'm a liquor guy. I like the liquor scheme. So this was fire. Cut the track, man. Shout out to Jersey.
Cappy.
Yeah. Hey, it's crazy. This guy is like super duper talented, man. You know what I'm saying? He came across my desk. We was actually supposed to go to the studio maybe like 2-3 years ago. He got a studio out there, so amazing. This doesn't even show off his talent, bro.
At all.
This dude is just like super
That
duper
goes
talented.
exactly what I was saying. I know he got some other talent. I can hear it.
Yeah. He's one of those guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
So your
he's one of
status.
those. Oh, I cut the track. It's cut the track.
Yeah.
I figured that. Yeah, that's a cut the track. I'm saying I give it a cut the track. I ain't got. Again, I like the visual too. Again, simple. I mean, sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I'm more. You know, I'm more of you know, what can you creatively do to make the sound look dope instead of, you know, having the 100 cars and 100 bitches and John and the cliche shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought that was dope. Cut the track, man. Shout out to, what's his name? Don Michael Jr.
Michael Jr. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yo, can we say one more thing? Yo, on the visual check? Yo, homie took it back. This is like the LJ.
Craig Mack and yeah.
This was like for visual
flavor.
Yeah.
Yo,
I almost wish you would have did it black and white. Yeah, it
no word hop like yo, but he did like it just did it. He did like a flash effect that went black and white. Like this was all the way dope, man.
So I wanted to say something. So I wanted y'all to show the video. There's a full version of the song that's 2 minutes. This visual is only a minute. I think he did this on purpose as a snippet. But the full song is 2 minutes, but he doesn't have a video to it. So that's the reason I didn't play that. But there is more to it. So like right after he stopped where you harmonizing, he brings it back like I'm from Camden, New Jersey, and it goes back into the second verse. And it's 2 verses and it's 2 minutes long. But his visual is only a minute long. So like I said, I just wanted to show the visual because like we only show parts of the song anyway. So the song is longer to answer your question, Strategic. But I fuck with it. And it's home team. Like, you know, it's the Jersey area. Hop, like he said, he knew him and figured I'd show him some love. So it's cut the track for me.
All right. You did a great job today, buddy.
Yo, and he did this in his studio. That needs to be he did that in his spot, bro.
Yeah, that's fire. All right, so that's my 3 tracks for today. And there's this is the rare occurrence from the Fizzy. I got 3 cut the tracks today. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? With different type of music. And, you know, I ain't
Welcome to the club.
You dig, and we out.
All right, fellas, y'all already know what time it is, man. We're about to get into the one and only cap or no cap. That's right, cap or no cap. Gentlemen, are y'all ready?
Let's get it.
Oh man, this is a lot
Somebody
of NBA talk.
Capping.
Yeah, there's a lot of cap. There's a lot. We're gonna get to the bottom of it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead. All right, let's start off. Shaq warned the Lakers, if you trade LeBron, you will never win NBA championship again. Is this cap or no cap?
That's definitely cap.
That's cap. I mean, it won't be no time soon. It'll be no time soon, but
yeah, I think that's
not ever.
Trade's gonna happen.
I think that's no cap.
Okay, yeah.
That's saying
I'm
like
gonna go
the
with
Lakers
cap.
never gonna win again. That's crazy.
Like ever?
Nah. Oh no, you saying no? If they, you know why I see why he's saying that, because if they trade him, it look bad on the Lakers. Because
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right? Yeah, I think that's what Wolf is trying to say. Yes, I'm gonna go with no cap then.
Yeah, that no longer becomes there's certain organizations now I'm saying as desired places to play. You know what I'm saying that growing up and all, like, kids have dreams of playing for certain teams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a bunch of kids growing up right now that look at the Lakers the same way. You know what I mean? And partly is because LeBron is there. So if there was some bunch that move, I don't think they would look at the Lakers the same.
I see what you. I agree with you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I feel like that if he gave a time period when he said that, not gonna say it, but there's gonna be somebody that's gonna go there one day. And it's gonna be
somebody is just
or another Shaq or another Kobe or somebody.
But the problem is somebody's just one person. You know what I'm saying you still gotta get the team. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I say no cap. That was a good explanation.
Yeah.
I say no cap.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely could ride with that. That's not a good look trading LeBron James. Why would you trade LeBron James? Like that don't make no sense.
And look, and that's coming from an ex-Laker. You know what I mean?
Right.
With Shaq.
Yeah.
So he knows the organization well. He knows the mystique behind the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you're not trading LeBron for like another hitter like KD or Curry, who you just hurting your organization in general. So yeah, that because them people ain't going nowhere. There's nobody you can really trade for LeBron in that aspect too. So people didn't even think about that.
Let's keep it forward. You know what I mean? Always forward, never backward. James Harden said he stayed up with Meek Mills and Lil Baby all night before practice. Internet saying this is the reason why he didn't perform well in Houston when it counted. Is this cap or no cap?
This is no cap, and this is exactly what I said was going to get in Philly. He going to get caught up with the rap life and all
No,
that
they
shit.
said this is before he went to Philly. This is back.
You saying that's what he was doing when he was in Houston?
Yeah, when he was in Houston.
But
And
now
this
he
is
going
one
to
of some
Philly,
of the.
and he going to do the same thing. That's what I said, though.
Right,
I said this the other
Meek
day.
is in Philly, right?
Meek
Like,
is
what
in
the
Philly.
fuck?
Right, that makes sense.
He gonna get caught up in this.
But he ain't
always
gotta travel
happens
now.
with players, bro. This happened with Latrell Sprewell. I mean not Latrell. What's our Smith?
Steve Francis or
No. What you call it, Smith? J.R. Smith.
Oh,
Getting
yeah.
New
Henny
York,
Man.
and you want to start going to the Henny
Henny
the
Man.
party.
It's funny because I don't know if y'all remember, but when he got traded from the Rockets, when he was on the Rockets, the boy was looking at his shape.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? He got the Brooklyn all of a sudden. He's looking in shape again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing happening.
And then the same thing that happened this year. He was looking at his shape when he was in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
He touched down in Philly. All of a sudden,
he's skinny.
He looking
got
like
new
he in
life
shape again.
Yeah, he got new life again.
But he said he
out there
originally wanted to go there too, though. He
They
didn't
out
want to go
there
to
talking
Brooklyn.
about he been rocking a bodysuit, a fat.
No way.
Nah, they definitely said that. There was no way that he lost that much weight that quick. They was definitely saying
That's
that.
a fact.
Yo,
That's a
man,
fact. How you lose weight that much fast, bro?
We gonna see James Harden pull up on a bike soon. I'm telling y'all.
Listen, I ain't gonna front.
DC
He
chain.
been smoking in Philly though.
He just killed the Knicks the other day with a
Triple double.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Go
he killed
with
the
this.
Knicks. That was messed up.
Why you gotta go to? He played other games, bro. Why are we going there?
He killed you. As soon as he came back, he been killing. He been smoking.
Yeah, he been
That's
smoking.
what I watch. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Fuck out of here.
Let's keep it forward. Let's keep it moving forward. We got a lot of NBA talk, man. It's going down. You know, we in the middle, towards the end of the, you know what I mean, past the All-Star weekend, so there's a lot going down.
Like 22 games left.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Gary Payton came out and said John Stockton is the greatest point guard to ever play the game, and then is Magic Johnson. The internet is saying Gary Payton is bugging out. Is this cap
Yeah,
or
he
no
is
cap?
He is capping.
he's
Capping.
Big crack.
Big cap. Yeah, big cap.
But listen, but I said this before though. Know what I'm saying? And people thought I was bugging. I do got John Stockton up there.
Oh yeah,
as one of the
I
top
agree with you.
Yeah.
I got him in the
People
maybe
ain't even-
top 5, top 10.
People ain't even have him in their top 5. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
definitely-
disrespect.
I definitely got him in my top 5.
That's
Yeah. I ain't have him in my top 5.
I had
See
him
what
on
I'm
top
saying?
10, but not top
See
5.
what I'm saying? See what
That's
I'm
tough.
saying?
No,
That's
you
tough.
know why? Because, listen, I like John Stockton.
The
but,
assist
you know
leader.
what I'm saying? This is the
got
thing,
that
you know what I'm
nigga
saying? I'm not
in the
pitting
top
who I'm
5.
named after
Sheesh.
before him, you know what I mean? That's
Isaiah?
just me, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Isaiah.
Oh, man.
Isaiah going
man.
before John.
That's just because that's personal interest.
Yeah. You know.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he used to smoke Isaiah, but we're not gonna get into
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, man, here we go, man.
On
Okay,
defense,
LeBron
too.
James. So, look, this one is crazy. LeBron James said there needs to be soundproof walls or something. I would even consider having no fans in the arena just to avoid verbal altercation. The internet is saying this by far is the weakest thing I have ever seen by an athlete. The fans are the reason you are paid and have the lifestyle you enjoy. Do you guys agree
really
with the
said
internet
that?
cap or no? Yes,
I
he did.
agree with the internet and
Yeah,
the
that's no
ball.
cap. No cap.
Right.
He really said that?
Yeah, man. He said well, you know, because he been having a lot of he been playing been barbecue chicken out there, so hey, they
That
been
right
booing him.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the reason why I don't fuck with LeBron.
The NBA is
Little
off, bro.
sissy, little bitch nigga shit like that right there.
NBA is so sensitive now, man. I hate the NBA for.
This is like his third argument in the last week, LeBron.
But you know
what I mean?
You know
That's
why I
because he
don't
been
like
out
this?
there playing like niggas is looking like ass.
Somebody hit the cock-a-doodle pee-pee button for LeBron, man. We need that right now. Somebody hit it, man.
Cock-a-doodle
You know why I don't like this? Because this is coming
What's his
from
name, Joe?
LeBron James, you know what I mean?
Cock-a-doodle pee-pee.
this is bad, bro,
Oh,
because this is
man.
coming from one of our top elite players. It's like one of the things, like y'all say, when Kanye say something, like everybody hears it. Like, yo, it's coming from, you can't say this, bro. You're making the league weak. By you
Yeah, I
saying
agree.
it, it's a
I
big
agree.
impact on these kids that's coming up trying to play ball, like Wall said, that want to be the next LeBron.
And why would you want to play in a bubble? That's basically what he's saying. He want to go back to the bubble.
Because he won in the bubble.
But
I didn't forgot about that. Right. Good point. Oh man, that's bad. Oh man, shout out to LeBron, man. We love you, man. But
Nah, that's why I don't fuck with LeBron, man. Fuck him.
that was definitely cap. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, he's just a flopping ass nigga. That nigga's a floppy disc.
Now here we go. Hey, that's speak. Let's go. All right, moving forward. Here's one. Okay, we got one of 50 guys here. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to get to the green light team, but we got one of his guys here right now. Yeah, you down. So check this out. I don't know how long you're gonna be. I don't know how long you're gonna be employed after this. So 50 had a caption on his Instagram, and he said, "This is me packing my stuff. Stars, my deal is up over here. I'm out." They renewed H-Town and Force is the renewed H-Town and Force is the highest rated show. They have us sitting in limbo. So basically they're not trying to renew the show or whatever the case. And then he said, if I told you how much dumb shit I deal with over here, you would think they all went to school on a small yellow bus. That's what he said about Star. But then he continued as he was at the airport. He didn't stop there. He posted another photo with a suitcase at the airport along with the caption, "Hold my calls. I'm traveling. I'm getting the F away from Stars."
He'll be there next season.
The internet is saying 50 Cent is leaving Stars. Is this cap or no cap?
Cap.
This is no cap. You know what I'm saying? And you know the talks that we had on the jet.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I understood what 50 was saying, bro. Look, when 50 shits on Stars come running back to 50.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I don't care what Force and all these other shows that got these #1 shows. If 50 say he leaving, yo, everybody Stars subscription is leaving.
Right.
We only on Stars because we want to watch Power.
Yep.
And any other Power they got. Before Power, nobody was on Stars like that. So he talking that shit because he want another deal. He want the bigger bag. So y'all gonna give me a bigger bag or I'm walking? Because I could take his bag anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was about to say, but we're not paying for Stars. We're paying for Prime right now. So yeah, but yeah, definitely if 50 leave is over. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, any premium channel will pick him up in a heartbeat.
I think he might go to Netflix.
Listen, we touched this. We touched on this before. Know what I'm saying? With the 50 John, he always getting into Stars. Listen, in my opinion, know what I'm saying, like I said, we spoke on this before. Yo, 50 man, go start your own shit, bro. Go make your own network.
That's a good point right there.
Go make your own network now. I mean, and bang out your shit now. I mean,
He got enough shows now to do that shit.
Yo, he need to call a network Greenlight Entertainment. Fifth, I just got promoted, baby. I just got promoted, man.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that might be I ain't gonna cap. That might be deserving of a promotion.
That's kind of fire right there.
He can actually sit at the table now.
Greenlight District, man.
Yo, Fifth, that might be the only good thing or anything we brought ever.
Because they don't know what else we talking about, Fifth. You know what I'm saying? They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know. Green light
All right,
district.
well, let's keep it forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Always forward. You know what I mean? Bow Wow. Y'all know Bow Wow. He back,
Oh,
you
Lord.
know. Bow Wow wants to drop his final album on Death Row under Snoop's direction. The internet saying wherever you drop this album, it's still not going to do as well as your old joints. It might even flop. Is this cap or no cap?
No cap.
Doodle people.
Yeah, no cap.
I don't know why we talking about this.
You know, it's certain
Okay.
rappers that just pass their time. Like he could come up with the best bars, the best song. He literally would have to have a whole album featuring Drake or some shit like that. Like something
Right,
with
right.
like they don't like with somebody else is on it besides him, because it's like
For him to get that 20-second listen, basically.
yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that ain't no cap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I've never listened to a whole. Actually, I have, but it's been years since I listened to a whole Bow Wow album. So
Bow
I
Wow
don't.
needed to come out with a song with Ray J, and they both could give it up at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Nah, but see, Ray J can still get a little R&B joint. See, Ray J in a weird space. He's in a better space than Bow Wow. But see, Ray J not trying to release an album. He'll release a little song where he's singing like "I Hit It First" or something like that, and it'd be like trending, and then he disappear.
Nah, but Ray J, I ain't gonna lie, but Ray J macking though. Ray J, know what I mean? He
he
doing
good.
his thing in the business world, know what I mean?
Business world definitely is.
With the
Nah,
Raycons
hit
and all
different.
that.
Yeah, them joints hit different,
I
man.
ain't gonna lie, he on his bullshit. He on his entrepreneurship. Know what I mean, shout out to Ray J on that.
He might be with Kim Kardashian next.
I Hit It Again. That's a new song.
Oh man,
What's his name? Skeet Davis.
that nigga Ray J gonna tell Kanye, man,
Ray J gonna tell I got another disc. I got another movie. I need another bag off of that. You remember Kanye
Man.
paid him for that, so he making business deals everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. Kanye. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Much love to all those people out there. You know what I mean? Don't mind us. We just joshing, cut the cap, telling our side of things. You know, having fun here. We hope y'all get that
Hold
together.
on, we just what?
Joshing, you know what I mean? Playing around, you know what I mean?
He been hanging around with the other folk.
That's like the new. Hold on, that's like new. That's like
That's me
is
trying to
new
refrain
lingo.
from cursing, from effing around. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm saying that's like new lingo. Like
that is not our lingo. That is the other side lingo.
Yeah. Just just a softer way of saying. You know what I mean?
Okay. I thought that was like new. Nah, man.
Don't Post Malone or one of them say that? Just Josh.
Too much. Nah, man.
No. That's an old school drink. Joshing around. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's old school. But it's a better way to saying effing around and getting demonetized.
You could have just said messing around.
Hey, yo, I ain't messing around with nobody.
they on your body right now.
Whoa.
They on your body.
All right, listen. Former Pelican J.J. Redick calls Zion Williams a detached teammate. The internet saying Zion does not want to be a Pelican.
I agree. Get rid of him.
Anymore. Do you got? Okay, yeah. We ain't got to figure that. That cap.
Don't send him to New York. Get rid of him and don't send him to New York.
Man, he going to New York, yeah. I think
don't send him to New York. Please don't come to the Knicks.
Listen, J.J. Redick, he said it, man. Know what I'm saying, listen, when C.J. McCollum came over there, listen, you supposed to be the star player on your team. You get somebody like C.J. or any new players in general. Know what I'm saying, you supposed to welcome them in. Know what I'm saying, you supposed to embrace them.
Yeah,
that nigga ain't even reach out to that man when that man came.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
You matter.
Yeah. It's time for Zion. Zion has definitely probably played his last game in a Pelican uniform, huh? Think so?
No, I don't think
know
that.
how many. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how many more games Zion got. Period. So.
Period, man. We gonna start calling him Dion.
It's crazy because that means he's not gonna play this whole season. That's nuts, bro.
Well, that's a fact.
That is crazy.
All my money is against the Pelicans, I tell you that.
It's crazy, bruh. Man, that's tough, man. All right, well, that wraps up, you know what I mean? Cap or no cap, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Y'all let us know about people out here capping, and we will point out the bounce. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Yeah, this was episode number 43. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man, as usual. We're going to continue hitting y'all with these bangers. Bash, talk to them now.
Hey, man, y'all know what to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I need you to smash that sub button. You know, we go beyond and above. Y'all let us know what you like or what you don't like. And you know what I mean? We'll get straight to it, man. Hey, listen, do me a favor while you at it, man. Drop a comment, bro. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We did a live stream. We did everything we did. We got our whole show format together. Hit the sub. You know what I'm saying? That's all we want. It's free. All right. So listen, let's start off with this gentleman right here. A very open-minded person. You can hit him in a DM. His name is I Am Status. You know what I'm saying? Shout him out. You know what I mean? Cap or no cap. All you gotta do is spell out in the Instagram. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a 3 O's, 2 A's. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Just try it out, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then we got none other, my man over here. You know what I'm saying? Strategic fit, strategic film, strategic this period. All of this is on the Instagram. Strategic film, strategic lifestyle, strategic investments, strategic meta whack. Yeah, he is just a bunch of things you can do with strategic. Listen, let me tell you something. If you hit him up and you ask for a follow, you'll get 50 follows from 50 different accounts. So you lit. If you start off, you're new to Instagram, this is the guy you need to holler at, man. You know what I'm saying? My guy right there, man. You know what I'm saying? So then we got our favorite, man. This guy right here, man. Y'all know him, man. Come on, man. The life coach, the engineer, the thumbnail maker, the art guy. You know what I'm saying?
The thumbnail maker.
The thumbnail maker.
Yeah, that's a title now.
The one and only, my favorite. WAL Google, man. Ain't nothing we could do. Ain't nothing we can't get done. You know what I'm saying? With Google. Outside, man. Shout out to Google. Hey, y'all follow him on Instagram. And serious, y'all follow him on Instagram and Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying? And hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Let him know, man. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I need a thumbnail. You know what I mean? He might hook you up. You know what I mean?
Thumbnail maker. Can I get a
thumbnail? You know what I mean? You need a new logo. Hit my boy up. You know what I mean? Get right.
That sounds like a 1970 job.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Right around with the shoemaker.
It's just one of the many things you do. You know what I mean?
Logo maker. Thumbnail maker. The maker of all makers.
The maker of all makers. And then y'all can just follow me on WALX Bashworld. You know, the walls always come first. So WALX Bashworld, you know what I'm saying? On Instagram, Twitter, everything, bro. Just give me a follow, bro. You know what I mean? I need it, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pay some bills, man. All right, and on that note, I'm going to pass it on over, you know what I mean, to Strategic.
Yo, y'all already know what time it is, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in every single show. Like WAL said, this is 43. This is 43. That means 43 weeks y'all been rocking with us. 43 weeks we've been here. We've been giving y'all all this good content, all this current content. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting paid for this. You know what I'm saying? Right now, at least. So we doing this out of the kindness of just like y'all giving us our time.
Yes.
If y'all want to get in contact with us, y'all already know how to reach out to us. It's on the spot, one place, you know, hit the Instagram. And when I say that, I mean to directly message us. I'm not talking about if you Google cut the cat, we on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the team. We on a lot of stuff. So go on Instagram, hit us in the DM, cut_DA_cat. You know what I'm saying? We all look at that. You send us a message, we'll send it back.
Yeah, send us some shirts for Strategic, because every week his shirt just getting smaller and smaller. So we gonna need some shirts, y'all. Y'all send us some shirts.
You're right, and send us some bras for Hop, because every week his titties getting bigger and bigger. So just make sure y'all send them bras in. You know Hop need his bras, man. I got him, y'all.
He on point,
yeah. I got him, y'all.
He on point, y'all. You know.
I was waiting. Yo, hold on, man. Before we leave, I had this set up, y'all, because I was waiting for this one. I'm not gonna lie. No cap in my rap. This was planned. This was premeditated.
That was a good one. That was a good one, man.
I was ready.
Roll us out of here, man.
Roll us out, man. Hold on. Before we roll out, I need the viewers to try to dig into that one a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga said, I'm done with this shit. Roll this out.
Yo, why put that on the Yo, let's roll us out. out, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all know the slogan. You know, we do it on 3, 2, 1. Cut the cap.
The damn cap.
Cut the cap.